All right, here we go with part 2. That was a good little break. Oof. I had to, I gotta put my glasses back on. I had to get the pack off for a little while and get a drink of water, but we're going to continue on where part 1 left off. We never moved a muscle. We sat down right there. So here we go. You get to see the whole trail for the whole day as I see it. Hear that music? The road's only right there. We just happened to be in a nice shady spot there for a little bit to cool off. I was only there for 10 minutes. But, hold on. Got an itch right where the chest strap is. Sorry for that. There we go. I was going to take the sweatshirt off, but nah. I really don't want to get sunburned today either. So I can deal with it for right now. Oh, that was a good drink of water I got. Whew. I can kind of hear it sloshing around in the old belly. I think that's people I hear down in the campground. People's dogs. It's a pretty big campground. Let's get up here in the high side a little bit. There we go. Grass is a little lower. It's brilliant. You know, they could have just said, you guys walk along the roadside. You'll get there. But instead they made this really awesome trail just off of it so you can stay safe. Sorry for the jar in there. Any little movement I feel in my skin, I always check it now. With ticks. When you got backpacks and things that are strapped to you, a tick will crawl up right underneath where the straps are and burrow in and you won't know it. Like waistbands are the worst. You hike all day and then get in your car for an hour ride and they crawl up your legs as far as your waistband and then they just bore right into you right there. And you don't notice it because there's always the pinch points and stuff where your waistline is, so you just overlook it until you get home to take a shower and you're washing your ass and feel a dingleberry or two. But yeah, I pretty much strip naked when I get back to the van. That's why I have a van. Oh, I get up inside that van and all these clothes come off. And I put on different clothes. Well, energy level wise, I feel really good. I had a lot of carbohydrates. As I mentioned in the first half, or part 1, not the first half, I'm sure this will be multiple videos today. But stopped at the convenience store and got a breakfast sandwich for the energy to get going this morning. I'm not a, how do I put this politically correct? I'm not a commercial type energy drink, you know, the rock stars and the monsters. I used to be a rock star freak. That used to be my poison. And I dropped that. Now I'm all about Celsia. And if you look up Celsia energy drinks and do a little research on them, you'll find out that they're actually really good for you. I've lost a bucket ton of weight, and I owe a lot of it to Celsia because I was using that as an energy drink in the mornings. You know, you wake up, and then people like me like the carbonation first thing in the morning. I'm addicted to it. I will admit it. It's just my thing. But instead of doing it with a Mountain Dew or a Pepsi or a Coke or whatever sugary shit that a lot of people drink, and I used to be one of them, now I drink a Celsia. And it's all natural stuff, and even the caffeine is natural. But there's a bucket load of caffeine in it, so, 200 milligrams in a can. That's like 4 cups of coffee. So, be aware of that. If you got any type of heart conditions whatsoever, drink a quarter of it and put the rest away. Because it does give you energy. That's what got me through it. I went from 240 pounds down to almost 140 pounds, and I'm not even lying. I probably weigh between 165 and 175 off and on because I fluctuate a lot because I'm an idiot and I like junk food. But, yeah. Celsia. C-E-L-C-I-A. Really good stuff. I got some in the van waiting for me. I'm not gonna lie. I buy this stuff all the time. When I go to the store, I'll buy 8 at a time, and they last me a week. I buy 8 instead of 7 because there are days when it's just that one more. You gotta have it, you know. Or like on the weekends, you know, like today. I drank one on the ride over here, and I got another one in the cooler, you know, just for days like today, where you want to just bounce at lunchtime. All right. We got some switchbacks and turns and yummy stuff coming. Sweet. Yeah. The allergy pills I took earlier. And if you're watching this one and not watching part 1, you missed it when I said that. I took some allergy pills this morning, and I also took pills to help clean out my lungs that I still can't remember the name of right now. They're organic. And they work. And just loosens up all the phlegm. The problem is, it loosens it up so when you breathe, you hear and you have to hack it up right away. I take them because of my asthma. Or allergies. I don't have asthma. I have allergies. If I had asthma, I wouldn't be out here. I wouldn't put myself through all that. Oh yeah. That That sun feels warm in this dark sweatshirt. I came this close to taking it off. Now I wished I did. And I knew I was going to say that. We need to get to a lakeside or something, but I don't think we are for a little while. The cool thing is, I have a solar power, 4-panel solar power battery charger that I hooked up on my backpack, and it's been plugged in my phone since I left, and my phone is at 100% right now. That's really cool, because I've been recording videos for at least an hour, and it's maintaining 100% charge. That's good. But what I want to look at when I stop again is how full charged the charger itself is by the sun. It was fully charged. When I hooked it up this morning, I charged it overnight on a plug-in. And plugged it into the wall and charged it overnight, so it was full max. So I hooked it to the backpack and opened up the panels and plugged it into the phone with 100% charge on the charger. So this is a test for everything. See how long I can use it and how long it maintains its own charge. Oh, that shade feels good. Holy cow. And it's not even hot summer yet. Woo. Yeah. That is nice. I would stop and take the sweatshirt off, but I'm going to make myself suffer because I don't want a short little video of me just walking a short ways and have to start the video again. I like to keep it as full length as possible. You see exactly what I see when I see it. That is, of course, if I'm not looking off to the left or right, because you primarily get to see what's on the trail. But really, that's what my channel's all about. You know, I do some odd things and videos on other things like hunting and fishing and just other things in general, but for the most part, the hiking part, it's so that you can see the trail. And, you know, so if you wanted to hike it yourself, you can see what you're up against. Oh, we're coming up on a lakeside. See what I mean? It's just, you gotta see it as I see it. That's just freaking cool, man. You know, I don't even watch normal television anymore. Does anybody watch normal television? I mean, I have to admit that I don't even watch my local news channels because I spend so much time. What's going on here? Oh, do not enter. We must be right along private property. Okay. But anyway, I spend all my downtime when I'm not doing this or working or editing or whatever, when I'm just chilling watching TV in general, I'm on YouTube watching people doing exactly what I'm doing right now. And one of my favorites is Kelly Hayes. from Arkansas, y'all. She's awesome. Young girl, just out of college, a few years. But I love watching her hikes. She edits quite a bit. She doesn't do full trails for good reason. She's got equipment and she focuses on her hikes and stuff, where I'm just, local guy. She does big hikes. She does Appalachia, and all them big ones, the national hikes. So there's no way that you're going to sit and watch somebody do all that. So, but she does kayaking, a bunch of different things in Florida. But I bring her up because she's the one I watch a lot, because her videos snowball from one to the next, and they're all interesting. So to me, it feels like she's on just one big continuous hike or journey or adventure. She's really good at putting her videos together the right way. Well, this is you stop here, but I want to get closer so I can see what the sign says. It almost looks like it's marked on the other side. It is. What's going on here? No motorized vehicles beyond this. Okay, so that's a trail that we don't need to be on. I know that, but I already knew that, I should say. I was just curious of what it was. See the snow goose down there? If you can't see them, then holy cow, they're as white as white. But I bet they've already seen a handful of people walk by their little happy home already today. So they're not at all panicked. If I started walking down that embankment, I bet they would. Well, I'm going to turn and give you a view here in a minute. Get up on this ridge a little bit. I'm looking off to the left as I'm walking. I'll show it to you here in a minute. I want to get up on the top more. Catch a little more of the breeze. Oh yeah. Okay. Looks like that used to be a chair here for the same reason, but it's a little beat up. Oh wow. That's cooler than I thought. That's really cool. You can still see those geese down there under that tree. They got it made, man. They got their own little pond. Dang. Oh yeah, I bet there's all kinds of wildlife down there in the evenings. Let's continue on. Trying to see where that green line is. That's that other trail. Must be an ATV trail or something. This is a perfect trail to see snakes out here sunbathing. But so far this spring I haven't seen any. Grassy fields and wet marsh edges, the snakes love those. Get all those frogs and everything else that hangs around the waterways. Well, this peels right off to back to the left. I almost could have just made a shortcut and went straight across over there somehow, but I guess they wanted people to see the ponds purposely, because you never know, you might see a beaver swimming around or a deer alongside it. That's quite a view. I can understand why people like to ride horses out here. You can cover a lot of area fast and see a lot of area quick. It's definitely warm. This is cool. It's like a motorcycle. And then it drops right back down over the other side. That's cool. Yeah, I need to put the miles on today. I've been really bad with the junk food lately. And I don't mean like McDonald's junk food or any of that. Although I did stop there once the other day because I was craving a Big Mac. But that's been 4 or 5 days. But junk food, I mean, I'm not eating proper balanced meals, period. You know, you'll sit and you'll eat a turkey and cheese sandwich and you won't eat nothing else. You know, it's hard to get the right balance of nutrition. All you're really doing is giving yourself carbohydrates that you burn off. Oh, there's got to be animals down there somewhere. Oh yeah, there's a... Can you see it? Floating in the water. That's awesome. Yeah. Something swimming away. I'm like, let's get out of here. That dude's loud. He talks too much. Nice breeze up here, though. Whew. Those swans just don't want to move. They're just going to hang. All right. That might be just about the end of all that. Said it wasn't going to be windy today. You know, like 4 to 6 mile an hour. That's not windy, but that felt like a little harder than what they're saying. Okay. guess it's a matter of left and right here. Let's see where we're at. I still feel pretty good, so definitely right, or left, I mean. If we go right, we're coming all the way back around, and we don't want to do that. Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, so that's the pond right over here to the left of us. I wonder how much these signs cost. These are all metal printed. Pretty nice signs. Okay, so we're on our way to U, and we should be there in about a half a mile. We get to U. I don't know why there's a U there. Might as well go to V. There must be something off of that. We'll find out what it is when we get there. All right, here we come, U. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're swans. I don't think they're snow geese. I don't know, it's hard for me to tell. Glaucoma. I almost changed my mind and went up to Itasca State Park, because I was going to do that a couple weeks ago, and it rained, and I ended up coming here and hiking in the rain because I just didn't want to go, that many hours away and have a rainy day. This was actually closer to my home, so if I got miserable, it would be closer to go home and cry about it. It's the only reason why I came here on a rainy day. Turned out to be a great day, but the video came out for shit because it was windy that day. It was a great hike. It must be near a campsite over there on the other side of the pond or something. I'm hearing noises like people setting up. Oh, that might be private over there. I see a do not enter right along the... Can't be private. What am I saying? Just don't want you down there, I guess. I remember growing up, me and my neighbor, Paul, and that's as far as I'm going to go with the name, but we were really into running cross country. Another friend of ours, Kenny, he got my friend Paul into it, or my neighbor, which is almost also my friend. What neighbor isn't a friend? But we started running trails like this because our high school actually had a cross-country team, and you ran on courses like this and competed, and that was a lot of fun. No better way to get your ankles in shape than running across country. Your calves, because you run on your toes a lot uphill. And your calves are like springs. This is sandy right here. It's almost hard to walk in. All the water washed all the sand from up there down here. What a meadow. Jeez. What a gorgeous day to be out here. Unbelievable. I need to get up out of this ditch a little bit. I was looking over there and trying to pay attention to those washouts at the same time, but it wasn't working out so well. One thing Itasca has over a lot of the state parks, they have a restaurant. You know, at their central hub area. Ooh, I could feel that one. I had to get it out. But yeah, their central hub area. I can't remember what it's called right now. But you can hike to it. Well, you can drive right to it, but yeah. So if you were hiking a bunch of trails north of it or south of it, because that's primarily where all the trails are in Itasca. There's other trails that go out and about the whole big state park, but they're mostly driving trails because they're just so long, 10, 12 miles long. But yeah, you could hike around a bunch of trails all day and then hike back to the little restaurant. It's actually a nice restaurant too. Whenever I'm there, I go there. Get a sandwich or something because I usually feel good about myself and hiking, so you get a really healthy food. I'm gonna walk around this. I'm gonna go under it. Oh, I just didn't want to do that. Yeah, but I needed to stretch my back a little. It's nice down here with the wind. It's blowing right at my back. Feels good. I saw some fresh horse poopy back there. So they're up here somewhere. Of course, they're way ahead of us, I'm sure, but they could be on their return trip soon, in other words. What I like about coming to this park, many things I like about coming to this park, but one of the many things I like is that there's so many options here. you want to rent a boat, you can rent a boat. There's fishing piers. There's a beach. You can spend the summer in here, camping and hiking, swimming. You know, you want to spend a summer vacation. Yeah, definitely do Maplewood. Pelican Rapids, the closest town, is it's a pretty good town as far as supplies. It's a little bit of a tourist trap, but not much. But got some cafes and restaurants and supermarkets. It's got everything you need, so you don't have to go a long, long way. So if you came here to camp and, you know, run out of charcoal or need more ice or more people showed up, you want more beer. It's only 5 miles down the road or 6 miles, something like that, from the park. Easy access to everything. One main drag. Alright. It wasn't much of a uphill hike, but it was enough. Getting out of the shade now and then. A little burn. I'm really glad I put those Angus burgers in my cooler. That's going to be awesome. I got all the sunshades and the glass in the van, so very little sun is getting in. Here come people. Let's see if horsies. Here, we'll get off to the side here so we can watch them go by.
Hello.
How are you? Beautiful day for riding.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, so nice.
Oh, geez. You guys got sparkles. Look at you go.
Especially after we had the never-ending winter.
Oh, and then high water.
Yes.
Crazy. Well, enjoy your ride.
You two have a good rest of your hike.
And that's how you do that, people. Don't freak out the horses. Stand off to the side. Talk calmly. Let them control the horse. And don't try to pet them. You'll freak the horse out and knock the rider off. If the horse comes over to you, that means it's interested. Those horses didn't want any part of me. I read that right away. They just wanted to get by me. Well, I don't know if that was the cause of the fresh horse poop that I was talking about, that they might come back on a return, but that was kind of cool seeing them. They were gorgeous horses. saddles were nice too. Got all their bling on their breastplates. Probably ride a lot of parades. Got a little flash in their leathers. So glad I did not stay overdressed. Holy cow. And we go back down. Let's go over on this side so we can see down the trail further. Pay attention if anybody's coming. Such a nice trail. So wide. It's like a dirt road. But loose enough to be comfortable. Comfortable, like soft under your feet. It's not hard packed. It's gravel. So if you were wearing soft soled shoes or something, you'd feel all these little stones, but mine are not super firm soles, but they're pretty firm. They flex easy enough when I walk, but they're still firm enough so I don't feel a lot of the golf ball size rocks poking up through into the bottom of your feet. Anything smaller than that I don't feel at all. Need to get me some good hiking boots though, that's for sure. That's why I'm going kind of moderately slow and comfortable. The only time I really jack it up is if I'm in the sun or an open meadow. I'm just more or less strengthening my ankles right now, getting them in shape. Because I'm not always going to do these easy state park trails. You know, I want to get out and do something a lot more intermediate, or a lot more interpretive. Maybe not a lot more steeper for sure, but not a lot steeper. You know, I don't want to go up 10,000 feet. I'm not into that right now. Maybe in the fall. Oh, wow. That's cool. Let's get over here. This is a beaver trail right here. See how it's all packed down? Right here. That's where they come up out. Go across and get wood. Make their beaver dams out there in their huts. Which I'm not seeing any of, I don't think. But definitely got their little trails. That's cool as hell. Cool trail. Very scenic trail. Even in the springtime when all the colors are the same green pretty much. It's still very scenic. Yeah, it's pretty open. You know, you see a lot of green in the foreground and background, but if you really look, you see a lot of standing timber way in the depths of it. You can see it, you can see through it. It's a nice area right here. Oh, we got a sign and a shelter. Campground. Alright, let's find out where we're at here. I've never been up here, so we're at U, and W is the other side. Okay. All right. Let's continue on straight through. This is just a cool little camp area. I like this. There's a nice tent spot right there. Fucking hey, I ain't never been up in here. Barrel for mulch. Oh, what's going on here? Are they planting veggies? There's been tractors and four-wheelers and everything on this trail down to this point. Yeah, this is just like a homesteaded area. I got, I think that's for firewood. I'm not sure, that might be for, oh, yeah, that might be a hitching post for horses. That might be what's going on here. Duh. I'm seeing a park sign over there. I'm pretty sure we go. I don't know. I'm seeing a trail down. Okay, that's a horse trail. Let's check it out, though. Let's see what's going on now. I hear horses. Yeah, here's W. Horse must stay on marked trails. All right. Yeah, that trail, that right there goes up across the road, and that's what we don't want. So we need to go back, continue. Yeah, I'm gonna get up, continue on this way. Just wanted to be sure. There's a big old point of interest thing up here, so let's go check it out while we're up here. This would be the spot we take our break. And part 2. We'll just get up here and take a look around and see what's going on here. Yeah, this is all just for horses and campsite for horses and all that. Oh yeah. Cool. These are all the things you see on the horse trails, pretty much. Neat info. Oh, cool. I see how they did it. See the purple and the red? They got the trails marked right out for them nicely. That's really cool. So all they got to do is just pay attention to certain areas. Yeah, here we go. Hiking club. That's our baby. Right there. We should be on it. You are here. Up. Oh. What if they took it down? Wow. Yeah. We're right here where the horse camp is. Yep. And we got to continue on to X. I was hoping we can get out of the shade. Out of the sun, I mean, but okay, well, let's continue on. Oh, let's get through this. Let's make sure we're going straight, right? Yep, we're going straight. Oop. Uneven ground. Noisy ground. Somebody's saying good morning. Yeah, you'd almost think they'd put the trail around this so you wouldn't have to hike through all this kind of stuff, but it just gives people more privacy. But sometimes these areas come in handy because there's facilities and sometimes water. So it's also good that they're almost like a checkpoint. There's our blue sign. I almost walked right by it. Yeah, I was right. There's so little, the sign itself, but then the arrow that's on it to give you the right direction is even smaller. You know, once you do the trail, you learn it, and then you got it. But I've never been up over here before. I Yeah, a lot of cool campsites though. I mean, all along the right here, they've just all been campsites the whole way. So you can fit quite a few horse trailers up in here. That's pretty nice. Okay, here we go. A little uneven ground here. I'll get back on the hiking trail where it's easier to walk. Okay, now you can see where all the horse camping and everything is on that loop right there. And we're going to continue off of this. Horses must stay on marked trails, so we're going to bump into more of them maybe. No snowmobiles. And we always got to look just to make sure. Alright, we're on W right here. When it should be, well, when we get to X, we're not even going to we're going to blow right through. We got to get back here to where the van is so we can make some, what time is it? Yeah, it's noon right now. Let's go. So we've been on the hike for about 2 hours right now. And I feel pretty good. I'm not even sure I'm going to make any burgers, to tell you the truth. I might just save those for after the next big loop. And this was just a good warm-up. It really wasn't much of a challenge on this one. All these little twigs keep getting hung up in my shoes. You know, they grab your shoelaces. And then when you walk, they flip around. Oh, man. Got some landmines here to avoid. But it's going to be softer to walk on because of the horses pounding on the ground. So it's like really sandy, soft to walk on. Oh yeah, we got a couple beaver trails here. Oops, excuse the arm. A cobweb blow across my face. Stretch my shoulder out there a little bit. New packs, you gotta adjust and adjust and adjust until you get them right. I think I'll switch hands with the pole, maybe that'll help. Sometimes your opposite hand just hangs down too much and doesn't get much movement, so see water down here. Okay. I see a couple of swans off to the right here. So if we sneak a little quiet, we might be able to see them through the opening. Yeah, this is muck. We're gonna get crappy here. There's no way around it. Phew, you can actually smell the mud. I gotta switch hands. I'm a little more stable with my right hand. Oh, it's firm right there. See if I can make it to these rocks. There's 1, 2, 3. All right, we got that one. Now let's get it. Yeah, we got flowing water here. Somebody was nice enough to put a log there, and I think we can make it. Oh yeah, we got this. Hope the log is stable, that's all. Otherwise, we're going down. Oh yeah, we got it. Hiking poles, baby. That saved our butt right there. Look at that. No water on our feet whatsoever. That was awesome. It is very spring out here. Really, the only thing missing is the hordes of mosquitoes. Thankfully. Because what we just walked through down there, that's that's a mosquito heaven. And deer flies. So far, we've been really lucky. It's a shallow pond. I mean, I can almost see the bottom of it from way up here. Or shallow lake, I don't know. I'm not sure what lake it is. I'm not going to drag the map out just to look at that. Very loose gravel to walk on. It's kind of noisy, I know, but it's not real loose, but it's almost like beach sand. There we go, now it firmed up. sure do like the shady spots. I hear a vehicle, so we're getting closer to where main traffic is. Oh yeah, must be getting pretty close. Definitely an easy hike. Really, we only had a few water obstacles today so far. Hardly any trees were down in our way. Oh, there's the road. That's for sure. I actually think we got to go up there. Here's X. Yeah, that's the road right there. We got to cross that. Okay, let's do it. Oh, this is wet. There's some water here. Let's get over here a little bit. It's not so sunk down. No mosquitoes. That's pretty remarkable. Must be getting still cold at night. Too cold for them at night. Still killing them off. That's pretty funny. Driving in this park. This is the main road into the park right here. And driving into this. Here comes a car now. I gotta get out of the way. But driving in, you're not even at the info booth yet. Information center thing. That's way down that way down the road. But anyway, driving into the park, I always seen this trail and thought, one day I'm going to hike that one. And here I am. Sloshy, mucky shit. But we're doing it. There we go. A little higher ground here, get off the muck. Oh. So about 2 hours of this pack on is about all my left shoulder can take. I'm gonna have to figure out something. I'm probably thinking that something's gonna be, stop every 2 hours and take it off and take a good break, because when you're backpacking, nothing is really secure. Things are uneven. You don't pack your pack right, and so things just don't hang right on you sometimes. But early in the year, it takes a while for your body to get used to carrying all that extra weight. And that's kind of why I put almost 2 liters of water in my bladder. It holds 3, but I put a full liter in, and then the rest of the liter I was drinking at the time, which was about half. So not quite 2 full liters of water in this thing. I've been carrying that around for weight and a few other things I got in there. I don't know what the pack weighs. It weighs enough. But it's really the only way you're going to get used to it is if you max it out and do short hikes with it. And your body gets used to the weight. So when you go on your day hikes, you're not going to max it out because you know you can't. And it'll be a lot more comfortable because you're used to more weight. Like this short loop right now, right up here on the top of this knoll, I believe is the end of this trail. So this short hike, I've only taken drinks off of this thing, a couple of times. But on short hikes, you really don't need but a liter of water. This is a state park. You'll find people and other trails, and you're not going to die out here. In my opinion, if you know you're going to hike for the weekend, don't eat salty foods a couple of days ahead of time, and your body won't be so thirsty. Salt just dries your ass right out. I made the big mistake of getting that breakfast sandwich this morning. Pork, hash browns, the whole deal. That was just salt drying the hell out of me. So be careful what you eat. Eat hydrating food. And I know that I cannot eat citrusy stuff. So like eating an orange or anything like that that's hydrating would not be good for me, because the citric acid, I'll be burping that up the whole time I'm hiking, and it would be very uncomfortable. But watermelon, on the other hand, that's a different story. I can eat a big wedge of watermelon to hydrate. Yeah, that wasn't such a bad loop, really. I just seen the building, so I know we're close to the end. That sugar shack thingy. I can kind of see the van, I believe. I believe that white thing right there is my van. I'm sure of it. Yep, sure is. Well, when we left, there was 2 other cars other than the van. Let's see if they're still here and if anybody else showed up. This is the trail the horses were on when we started. We went down there. There's a trail that goes down there. which is where we made our mistake to start with. Oh, there's a bunch of people here. Somebody's got it going on out here.
What?
Somebody's got it going on out here.
Yeah.